Well, speaking of people who are all haggard and stuff,
Yeah.
did you watch? I know you're familiar with it by name, but I don't know if you ever watched it. But back in the '70s, did you ever watch Eight Is Enough?
Sure. Dick Van Patten and
Yes,
the little kid. I forget what the kid's name was. Richard something or
Nicholas.
Nicholas. Yeah.
He was Nicholas on the show.
Yeah. I don't remember his real
But
name.
Willie Ames was on there,
Mm-hmm.
and oh, what the hell was his name? Adam Rich.
Yeah. Adam Rich was the little kid. Yeah.
Yeah. But like a lot of those people from that show are dead.
Are they?
Yeah.
Dick Van Patten has to be dead, right?
Oh yeah, he passed away.
100.
Yeah, well he was at like 83 when he passed away.
Yeah, he was about 50 when he did that show.
Yeah, you were actually right. He was 48.
Yeah. Looking like he was 78 because that's the way they all looked in the 70s.
I know, but yeah, he was 48. Well, I was watching one of these little short docs today about Eight Is Enough and
Okay.
what happened to the cast members and so on and so forth. So the girl, you probably don't know her by name. Her name is Susan Richardson. She was one of the sisters on there. I don't know if you want to look her up at all, Susan Richards. But she was in American Graffiti before she played a bit part in American Graffiti, and then she was on Eight Is Enough as one of the sisters. What was her name in there? Susan Bradford. Her name was Susan, and her real name's Susan in real life, and she played Susan on the TV show.
Okay.
So I was watching, what happened to these people, like Adam. Yeah, that's her. Was Adam Rich. He was kind of a small guy.
Sure.
And after Eight Is Enough was, done, he was so typecast that he couldn't, get a job in Hollywood anymore. His cuteness as a kid wore out,
Sure. Kind of like Gary Coleman.
Yeah, exactly. Same time, same era. Adam Rich was just a little before Gary Coleman, but it was, what was the name of that show?
Different Strokes?
Different Strokes. That was in late 70s into the early 80s.
Into the early 80s, yeah.
Yeah. So it's about the same time. Well, same thing. Gary Coleman couldn't get, a job unless he made like a special appearance on the Love Boat or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with this Adam Rich guy. So, trying to cope with growing up and being an adult and trying to find your way in the world after you've been a child star.
Sure.
You end up turning to drugs and alcohol and things and having all these kids had drug problems.
Sure.
That Willie Ames, druggie, this Adam Rich, druggie, this the Susan chick, druggie. So anyway, the one thing that I found interesting about her story, pathetic story, and the only reason I bring this up because you were talking about looking all haggard now.
Yeah.
So she's 73. Granted, she's no spring chicken.
Sure.
But during the Eight Is Enough, and I didn't know this because I didn't really watch the show that much. I know like my mom and sisters would watch it and stuff. I was aware of it, but I never watched it like religiously as they did.
Sure.
But she apparently was married while she was acting on the show, and she was pregnant in real life. And so they decided to write it into the script.
Okay.
That she was pregnant.
Sure.
She gained 90 pounds during her pregnancy.
Wow.
So because she gained so much weight, she was concerned that she was going to get fired off the show after she had her baby in real life.
Okay.
So she decided that, well, the best way to lose this weight is cocaine.
All that. There's some factual that can work.
Yeah, look at her now.
Oof.
So anyway, apparently the cocaine like overtook her life and just like totally just destroyed her.
Yeah.
to where she was, no longer viable as an actress in Hollywood and things anymore. And apparently she lives in a trailer in
Wow.
in Wagontown. I think it's called Wagontown, Pennsylvania, which is like a little tiny podunk town
Man.
west of Philadelphia. It's like
Man,
I
that's
was just,
unfortunate.
I know, isn't that pathetic?
Man. And that's so long ago now that banging her for the story doesn't even matter.
Well, it's no different than like that Erin, what's her face from Happy Days.
Well, that'd be a hell of a story if you banged her now.
Yeah, I know, but same thing, same
Yeah.
thing. She drugs,
Yeah,
all kinds
wrecked
of
her.
problems, and she ended up dying, living in a trailer down in southern Indiana.
Didn't Dana Plato, same thing?
Yeah, she died in her motorhome
Yeah.
of an overdose.
Yeah, all them. It seems like a good idea to a parent at the time when their kid is like thriving or whatever and they're 6 and they're getting into TV or something. There are so few that end up anything but crazy as teen actors or whatever. They
Yeah.
all seem nutty.
But the only one who survived so far is like Todd Bridges.
And he had his moments too. I mean, he's been
No,
in
no,
jail
but-
a few times himself.
I know, but he's still alive and kicking, and I guess that Willie Ames was able to straighten out his life, and he like produces TV shows and shit now.
Sure. Miley Cyrus is probably. I mean, there's some successful ones. Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez,
Yeah,
but for the most part, yeah, if you're a child star, you're just doomed to be fucked for your life.
you can't transition to
No.
to a male role,
Yeah.
or
No.
I mean like an adult role.
Yeah, you're always a kid.
Yeah, I mean look at the kids from Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
After Stranger Things, are they going to have a career?
Yeah. 11 might have to do OnlyFans. It's about the only way she's going to have a career.
Well, she's married into Bon Jovi money.
Yeah, that's true too. She doesn't need it, and she probably made a
doesn't
bunch
need
of money herself.
Well, I think she's worth like $11 million herself.
Yeah, I was going to say she's probably done okay.
Yeah. Plus, she's married into Bon Jovi money, so she'll never have to
Yeah,
work.
that's true. She'll never.
I mean, if you're not going to be a movie actress or actor all your life, marry somebody who's wealthy before you lose your appeal.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
I mean,
that's true.
she still has some gas left in the tank where her star is concerned. But
Sure.
after the Stranger Things, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, they're trying to portray her as like this sex symbol, and she's just not. She has this long face. I mean, she was perfect for what they needed her for in Stranger Things.
Right.
This kind of quirky, odd girl. But now that they're trying to make her out as Millie Bobby Brown, this hot chick, she's not. She's very average. I don't know, at least I think so.
Yeah. And being stuck with that name too.
Yeah.
I mean, how many Bobby Browns do we know?
None that
least-
haven't been drug addicts.
At least 3 that we know of.
Yeah, and they've all kind of fallen apart.
Right. So, yeah, I just found that kind of interesting that it's like, man, this is what your life ended up with. You living in a trailer and outside of Wagontown, Pennsylvania.
And you know damn well she thought that she was going to be just like super like wealthy for her whole life. When she was a little kid or whatever, she was probably thinking, oh, this is going to be a great life. And, everything's going to be awesome. And just didn't work out that way now, did it?
Well, she's not unattractive. She's
got a long
nice
face.
lips. Well, she does, but she's got nice hair. She's got nice lips and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, she's kind of a flatso too. Not a fatso, just flatty.
Yeah.
She has no boobs. She shouldn't be wearing clothes like that.
Well, I agree with that.
She needs a turtleneck. Needs to hide that.
Either that or a nice push-up bra. Just gather what she's got.
Yeah, I don't know that there's enough there for that. It'd have to be a push-up and push-in bra.
Right.
It'd have to be all pushed. squeezing it in to make it look like there's titties there.
You got to squish up what you got there.
Yeah, 'cause she doesn't have a lot.
Yeah. Well, again, she's kind of an average looking gal.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Supermarket 7, Hollywood 4.5, 5.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Just, I mean, would you give her higher than that, than either score?
No, absolutely not. I think you nailed it dead on. You know, like you said, Supermarket 7.
Yeah. And for Hollywood, she's fucking bringing cable in or something.
Yeah, she's no Sydney Sweeney.
No. In Hollywood, she should be changing light bulbs and shit.
Yeah.